Now, there's also, in addition to the 3P Quick Cure clay, Playman Polymer Products has created a variety of art mediums. I'm not even going to be able to show you them all in this demo video. It would take hours to go over all of them. But I'm going to show you some of my favorites and what they can do. We've got one that's called Expanding Art Medium. And what this does is you put it on, and it's sort of a more liquid consistency. It's not a clay. It's more for applied surface texture. And what it does is when you cure it, it actually sort of chaotically expands. You can kind of direct the way in which it's going to expand depending on whether you blow the heat at it in a certain angle or if you generally heat it. It'll do different things, but it introduces an element of chaos and an element of just uncontrolled random spikes that emerge that's really satisfying visually. So let me show you what that looks like. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit on our poor beleaguered anvil here. And I'm also going to just put a swipe on some paper I have off to the side here so you can see what that does. And obviously, depending on the amount that you apply, you'll get different levels of spikes and expansion. If you apply a thin amount, it's going to have much less reaction than if you apply it thickly. So. And again, this, just like the clay, is going to be permanently workable up until the point at which you want to cure it. And then once you cure it, it's going to harden. I'm going to hold it up so hopefully maybe you can see it expand. Let that continue to cure. And we'll do it on our little guy here. And the reason this one's curing so fast is because that body still had some residual heat in it because we had just cured that. So it was getting heated from all sides. Go ahead and let him dry. All right, so we have the expanding, but maybe you don't want to introduce that level of chaos into your work. So we also have several other types. We have thick, we have thin, we have one that's called cracking, which in thick applications doesn't expand irregularly, but will crack. So let's try that out. Let's see if we can show that for you. Oh, let me put my glasses on. Safety first. Alright, so that's starting to cure. And as that's curing, again, just like with the Quick Cure clay, you could go ahead and put some enamel on that if you'd like, and you can maybe start seeing some of the cracks. I'll give you a close-up of that. But yeah, so if you'd like to go ahead and put some enamel on that, that'll melt while it's this hot. Or again, you could have put some acrylic paint on it, or you could paint it after it already cures. And again, since it sticks to wooden paper, that's on there, right? So if you wanted to be able to pull that off and apply it to something else, you'd want to do that on the aluminum as well. So those are just two of the many different types of 3P art mediums that are offered. Again, the selection is pretty massive and being expanded every day. So I hope this demonstration video was helpful in that it hopefully introduced you to some of the many different applications that these mediums can hold. So if you're interested in getting a hold of some of this product, please let us know. I've put my contact information and Dr. Poyman's contact information at the end of this video, and we'd be thrilled to hear from you.